Good morning and happy Wednesday, May 14th. This is our week 2 grocery shopping here in Nova Scotia for the month of May. I made lots of stops today, including a very important stop when I went and visit my mom. So I'll take you through what we spent this week and everywhere we went. So as per usual, first stop is Gateway. I always make this my first stop. If you haven't seen it yet, they did just do a little documentary. I think it's about 25 minutes long on Gateway Meat Market, how it came into business, the people behind the scenes. Or it's on CBC Gem. So the first thing I bought there, this was their special this week. Hi, puppy. Their special this week was these mini cucumbers. They were on for 47 cents each, limit of 6, so I picked up 6. They also had their tomatoes on for 47 cents a pound. You know I go through a lot of tomatoes, so I picked up, I think there's 9 in there, just an arbitrary number, and those were $1.42. Mushrooms were their regular price. They were $1.97 each. Broccoli, regular price as well, $2.97 for the head of broccoli. I bought these last week, but we've been going through a lot of sandwiches because I'm trying to spend as much time outside doing outdoor projects as possible. So our meals have been a little more of the sandwich variety lately. So they had their 500-gram packages of the turkey for $5.97 each. I picked up 2. And then they also had these pepperoni. We got these last week and they're really good. They were $3.97 for the 400-gram and I picked up 2. This isn't normally something I would buy. I don't buy a lot of like juice, but I have a plan for this. So this is a blackberry, blueberry Tropicana. What size is it? 1.36 liter. And these were $3.97 each. I've been buying these lately because the kids have been making their own lunches. So these were $1.97 each for the 4 packs. I picked these up for Friday night pizza night. Friday's supposed to be excellent weather, actually Thursday as well. So we'll probably be outside the whole day. So I thought these would be good for Friday night supper. And they were, how much were these each? I want to say $3.97. Yes, $3.97. And they're the 510 grams. This is kind of a specialty item I normally wouldn't buy, but because it's at Gateway, it's coming in at a great price. These Boursin cheese, I'll look up the price of what these are regular in the grocery store, but I'll put that on the screen here. But these were $2.97 each. So I picked up garlic and fine herb. They had a fig and balsamic. And then I thought we'd like this one best. It was a shallot and chive, so I picked up 2 of those. So great price on those Boursin cheeses. So my total at Gateway was a $62.93 and a total savings of $105.11. So great deals at Gateway this week. I was going to buy iceberg lettuce as well, but they didn't have any in stock. So I just didn't bother. We'll go the week without lettuce. Not a big deal. I had to go into Dartmouth Crossing again. I needed to go to Home Depot. So I decided to pop over to the dollar store because it's not very far away. It's just across the parking lot. And I picked up 2 of these boxes of crackers. They're $1.25 each. We've had these before and they're quite good. And it's a lot cheaper than the grocery store. And then I bought one of these, the Himalayan salt with the grinder on top. And it was $2.50. So my total at the dollar store was $5 even. I then checked my Flashfood app before I went into Superstore. And they had quite a few bakery department items. So we stocked up on some stuff, mostly this bread. I've never had this bread, but it looks really good. It's a brioche, which we do like brioche bread. It's one of our favorite breads, and it looks like it's got some seeds and stuff on it, so looks good to me. And it was 50 cents a loaf, so I picked up 6. The croissants, just a second, I got to do a little mental math. 1, 2, 3, 4. They had the 6 packs of croissants, and all this stuff expires today. That's why I was in Flashfood, but we can freeze what we're not going to eat today. Obviously, we're not going to eat this much bread today, but we can always store it in the freezer. Anyway, they had these 6 packs of croissants, were 50 cents each. Let me just look at the regular price on these because I know they're quite pricey. $4.50. 4-pack of lemon poppy seed muffins was also 50 cents. I thought that'd be a great after school snack because after this video, I'm gonna head back out to the garden and see what more I can get done out there. I've been picking up these 6 packs of rolls when they have them. They often have bagels in them or sesame buns or different twists and things. I think it's just everything they have like in the display cases. So they were on for 25 cents each. So I picked up 2. And then these apple fritters are the 6 packs. They're the mini ones, but I find that's plenty big enough for a serving size. So I'll probably let the kids either pick a muffin or a donut. And these were probably the most expensive item. These were $1. So altogether with the service fee at Flashfood, that came to $6.48. So then I went into Superstore. So you see there's not a ton of items here, but they are some more expensive items than I tend to buy. So I've been looking out for a good coffee sale. I don't know if you follow the price of coffee, but it just seems to keep going up and up. So these are now priced in store at $20.99. I think only a month ago they were $19.99, and 6 months before that they were like $13.99. So I had a personal offer for $14 for coffee. So I was gonna buy one, but then the flash offer for today is 5,000 points back. So it's like it makes these $9 each. I had a limit of 4, so I picked up all 4. We go through one of these about a month, the 2 of us. So we should be good for coffee into the summer, maybe even into September. We'll see how far we can stretch it. Well, we don't try to stretch coffee at all, actually. So this will probably last us into September. So that's great. That gives me lots of time to keep my eye out for another great coffee sale and stock up if one comes up. Milk, I've just picked up at Superstore. I used to always buy it at Circle K because it is cheaper, but the timing just doesn't seem to be working out. We're going through much less milk now because I am not buying breakfast cereal anymore. So the kids are more gravitating towards frying up a couple eggs or making some toast or a sandwich, something like that instead of cereal, because cereal is so easy for them to grab and eat a lot of, and it's quite expensive. So I haven't really been buying cereal, still oatmeal, but no cereal. So I bought a 4 liter of milk, was $7.37. These were in the 50% off bin. I think they're both 50% off, right? Yeah, okay. Just double check that I grabbed the right ones. And I'm not sure the price of these. Had to grab my receipt. So these were $3.69 each. Usually there's like a 2-for buy on this. I guess there wasn't today. It's $3.69 each and then 50 cents off. So it was $3.68 for the 2 of them. I picked up some of these goldfish last week. We still have a bag and a half left, but these are great for kids' lunches, and I don't really feel too guilty about them taking like a cracker. So they were $2 each, and I picked up 2. I wonder if they're hit of the month because they were on sale last week too. I'm not sure. Anyway, they've been good for school lunches, so we picked up 2. This was on the 50% off cart. I'm actually out of tea. Like just 2 weeks ago, I ran out of tea. It's not something I drink tons of, but I do like to have it in the house for if somebody stops by. So this was $4 and 50% off. So $2 for, I think it's 100 tea bags. Yes, 100 tea bags. We are completely out of mustard. And this is usually the mustard I buy because I liked buying it in the big containers. I don't usually buy 2 at once. This is a lot. It is 2.2 liters. 2 liters even. 2 liters of mustard. So I just break these down into smaller containers. I'll put one in the cupboard, and mustard lasts forever. So the reason I bought 2 is because I had a personal offer. If I spent $10 on condiments, I got 1,000 points back. So these were $6.79 each. And then because I spent over the $10, I received $1 back in points. So it's like these were $6.29 each. So that's an awful lot of mustard for $6.29. So that is everything I bought this week. So yeah, I went all through town, and then I also stopped at my mom's for a lovely visit, had a cup of tea with her. She had chowder she made last night, and she said, oh wait, I have some jars for you. So these are all the jars that she sent me back home with. A lot of these are from here originally. I just gift them, full of preserves. But some of these I noticed are not. So I think my aunts may have stopped by for a visit. Yeah, like some of these aren't my labels. These are my labels. Yeah, so I got lots of jars back, which is great because we're heading into canning season. And look at this jar. I'm so excited for this one. I love a fancy little jar, especially one that's like bowed out on the sides. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that because I thought it was so cute. All right, so my total spent this week on groceries for our family of 5 was $161.04. However, between the coffee and the mustard, I received $21 back in PC Optimum points. So my net for this week, the second week of May, is $140.04. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm being a little quick on this video because I'm trying to get out in the garden. But hopefully you're having a great day. Bye now.